Hi Mama, and welcome to the stretching session with me today. We are going to be going over 5 of my favorite hip and lower back releasing stretches as a lifting and running mama. These are just going to be really crucial for everyday life, whether you're in the gym, whether you're raising your babies, whatever you're doing. Come with me for the next 10 to 15 minutes. We are going to go through some stretches together, release those hips and lower back for some overall just better comfort in day-to-day activities and having you feel your best self. So when you are ready, join me on the mat. We're going to be going through this workout together today and enjoying some stretches. So we are going to be doing the pigeon stretch first. So I'm going to get you to come down onto your mat or on the floor, wherever you are. You're going to come into a plank position. We're going to start with our right leg first. So you're going to bring it up and across in front of you. And then you're going to extend your left leg behind you as far as comfortably possible. Now, you may want to keep your arms straight here if that is comfortable for you. You're going to be feeling it in the side of your right butt cheek and then down into your quad muscle. I want you to sit as deep as comfortably possible. If it's comfortable for you to come down onto your forearms for a deeper stretch, do so. I like to rock back and forth. I'm going to start a timer here. We're going to sit in this position for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. Just rocking back and forth, playing with the depth of this stretch. The deeper down you can get is what we're working towards. It's our first session, so there is no stress whatsoever. You're coming here to relax and release. A little bit longer. That's it, Mama. A couple more seconds. We're going to rotate to the other side. Okay. Come up carefully if you have gotten down into that deeper stretch. I want you to curl your left toes, raise up into a bridge, safely bring that right leg back, and then bring the left forward just as we did with the right leg. And sit in that position wherever is comfortable. We are here again for 30 seconds to a minute. Really stretching our hip flexors, our glutes, and our lower back here. It's going to help improve our hip mobility, relieving any pain in our hips, tension, helping our lower back release. 10 more seconds. Rock back and forth. See if you can play with a little bit more depth here. All right. Again, curl your right toes, come up into that bridge, bring your legs back, take a seat. We're going to go through that one more time. So whenever you're ready, if you need to grab some water, shake out your legs, meet me back on the mat. We're going to go back onto our right side, curling our left toes up into that plank, bringing that right leg forward and sitting into that position. Last time here, we go on to our next exercise. Shut your eyes if it's comfortable. Focus on your breathing, how your body feels today. That's it. Almost done. When you're ready, switch to your other leg. And down. Rock back and forth if that's comfortable for you. Five more seconds. All right. We're going to go into our next stretch. Safely come out of that position. We're going into a figure 4 internal rotation stretch, sorry. So you're going to come onto your back. Spine is going to melt into the floor. You're going to start with your right leg just to keep consistent with our sides. It's going to come up and across on top of your left leg. I want you to just breathe into the mat for a second. And whenever you're ready, you're going to extend your leg to drive your foot towards the floor, rotate at your hips. This can be a really great stretch for your lower back, releasing that tension. Working at your own pace here. We're going to be here again for 30 seconds to a minute. Increasing that mobility at your hips, loosening them up, letting that lower back tension go so there's less pain in your day-to-day activities is what we're aiming for. Okay, give me one more. We're going to rotate to the other side. Okay. Again, bringing that left leg across onto your right quad whenever you're ready. Breathing through wherever is comfortable for this rotation. The goal over time is to get your foot as close to the floor without any pain or discomfort. You're just going to where it's comfortable for you right now. Maybe each time you go, you get a little deeper. Maybe you stay the same. All is okay. Okay, give me two more. That's it. And we're going to go right into our last set, bringing our right leg across and rotating when you feel ready. If that rotation feels like it's a little bit too much right now, I'll offer a variation. You can bring up your left leg and just hug as close as is comfortably possible for you. Stretch out those glutes, hamstring, hips. Bring it as close to your chest as is comfortably possible. If you want to try the rotation again, whatever feels good for you. Here for two more. Awesome. Last leg. Same option here. If you want to just bring it up into that figure four, you can do so. If you want to have that internal rotation, happy to have it. Nice and slow and controlled. It's not a rush. You're not trying to check it off a to-do list. You're here to show up for yourself, your body, and your mind. Two more. Awesome. Safely come up. We're going to go into our next exercise, which is the garland squat with arm reaches. So we are going to stay on our mat. You're going to stand up and then come down into a squat with your arms kind of pressing to the inside of your legs, hands together. Okay, so join me, feet hip distance apart, coming down. When you feel ready, you're going to extend one arm, again, keeping with our right and left sides we've been doing. First with our right. You're going to reach it to the sky and you're going to follow the reach with your gaze wherever is comfortable without causing any pain. This is a really great stretch for your lower back. It's really great for lengthening and engaging your pelvic floor. After a couple, we're going to stand up, release those legs, come right back down. It may feel good just to stay here. That's okay. It's still very great for your hips and your back, your pelvic floor, your core. If you want to add them in again, get that reach, that extra stretch in your lower and lower back. Okay, stand up. We're going to go one more time. That's it. And hold here for a little bit. Nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Awesome. We're going to go into our fourth stretch, which is the world's greatest stretch. We're going to be targeting essentially our whole body with this stretch. It's a very efficient stretch that I like to include, especially if you're tight for time and you can't go through a whole stretching routine. It's a really great one for targeting kind of head to toe stretches. So you're going to start up in a plank. So whether that you bring one leg extended behind you up and then your other, however that looks for you, you're going to bring our right foot forward on the outside of our mat. Our hands are supporting us here. And we are going to take our right hand. So right foot is beside us. Our right hand is going to thread through underneath our left arm and then bringing it up, following our gaze with our hand through. We'll go through 3 and then rotate to the other side. Okay, safely bring that right leg back. Bring your left leg forward. Same thing, your left leg is going to support your left side. Right hand is supporting your right with your foot, and you're taking your left hand and stretching through. And then all the way up for that reach. Here for 3. One more. 3. Okay. Safely bring your left leg back. We're going to go through that one more time, and we have one more stretch for our session today. All right. Whenever you're ready, meet me back. Going to come up into that plank position. Right leg comes forward. Using our right hand, we go behind our left hand and reach up. One more. Awesome job. You're going to bring that foot back. You already know the drill. Left side, left hand, twist and reach. Awesome job. Come down onto your mat. For the last exercise, if you have a bench or a chair handy, we're going to be doing seated hamstring stretch. If you don't, I will show you a variation before we do the seated, just so that you can stay on your mat in your space, no stress. So we are going to do a hamstring stretch. There's 2 versions. The first one is if you don't have a chair or bench handy, you're going to, I'll come this way. You're going to lay on your back as we were for those figure 4 stretches. You're going to lay both legs flat, melting in to your mat. You're going to raise your right leg first. You're going to take your hands and you're going to cross them behind your leg wherever is comfortable for you to reach. And you're going to pull it towards you ever so slightly, feeling your hamstrings warm up and engage in the stretch. The goal is to slowly move it closer and closer to your chest as time goes on in this stretch. Follow your lead in your body through it, and then we'll alternate both legs through that exercise. As we're sitting, just follow it laying on the mat. If you have the chair or bench handy, we're going to do a seated hamstring stretch. So I'm going to bring my bench over. You're going to take a seat. You're going to have one leg that is in just a seated position. And then the other leg is going to extend, that we're going to be stretching. For this, again, in our purpose of our stretches today, we're going to start with our right leg. So left leg is in that 90-degree position, in a seated position as you would, and your left leg is extended in front of you. Your toes are pointing towards the sky, and you're going to bring both arms and just reach towards that right ankle. Head can just melt, relax here, no tension. You're going to feel it all along the back of your leg. Melting in, letting your head fall. Feel that stretch. Aiming to have your chest, your head just fall over time, closer and closer to that leg. That's it. A little bit longer. If you're laying down on your mat, see if you can pull that leg a little closer to you. Okay, when you're ready, come back up and switch. If you're on the floor, release that leg. Bring your left leg towards you. You may feel a little tighter in one leg than the other. I certainly do. My left is a little bit tighter today. Stretching out, releasing the tension in our legs, helping release our hips and our lower back. It's all so connected. You don't want to forget about any muscles. Let them know we're here. Stretching them out. Giving them that attention they deserve. That's it. A little bit longer. See if you can melt in the floor a little bit farther. Okay, last time through with that right leg. See if you can melt a little bit farther this time. You're a little bit more warmed up now. Body knows what to expect. You've been here before. That's it. You can pulse a little bit if that feels good. Nice and light. See if you can get a little bit farther. Last side. Finishing with our left. Awesome job. A little bit closer. Fall a little bit deeper. Feeling that warmth in our hamstring. We're not forcing it here, wherever feels good. That's it. Awesome work. If you had a chair or a bench, putting it away out of your space and join me back on the mat. If you'd like to finish off this stretch in the butterfly seated position, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and your legs will be not crossed, but just out to your side. You can wiggle around here, just stretching out our groin, our hips for one last stretch. You can kind of pretend you're a butterfly with your legs, which is kind of where this stretch got its name, and flap your wings. That's it. I want to thank you today for showing up for yourself, for going through these stretches with me, for not only yourself and your body, but for your mental health, and just giving a moment in the day to relax and come back to yourself and have a nice relaxing session, I hope. And you're feeling a little bit looser and better through these exercises. If you enjoyed them, I definitely recommend adding them into your workout routine. And if you like this workout with me, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you don't already subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other free workouts that I post on my channel here. And if you haven't yet, mama, healed your core and pelvic floor postpartum, please check out the link below. I've got a 7-week guided program for you to make sure you're coming out as strong foundationally as possible. It's called Core and Pelvic Floor Foundations, 7-week follow along videos to make sure you are healing that core and pelvic floor before returning into any exercises, running, any activities you were doing before you had your baby. So be sure to check it out. And again, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you back here very soon. Bye, mama.